cookpad.com. Okay. Right. We will look at cookpad.com/UK. Okay. And the first thing I'm going to do is run my JavaScript disable plugin. And we have a lot of white space, which is not a problem, at least we know. So I'm going to turn that back on, and then we've got, so let's have a look. Let's so usual format, parent page, and then the children, Nigella's Nutella cake. So what are we going to do? If we right click, inspect element, then we'll click on it to actually go there, and then we look at network and scroll up, and what I'm hoping to see is any JSON. No, okay, let's go back and reload this page. Okay. Post. Let's have a look at the post request. So, what information can we see here? Payload. Okay. Just drag this across. We are looking for JSON, and the only JSON I can see is the post JSON being posted. Okay. Well, let's imagine we want to scrape this anyway, so let's just pretend we're scraping it. So if we've got let's just drop down a level. Div ID class masonry underscore item is the class name. Okay. Let's just expand that. Let's make this bigger so you can see it as well. Here we go. So UK users and copy link address. Let's go and see where that takes us. Okay, it looks like that's showing us all of the recipes from that user, which is not quite what we want, is it? We want to get feeds. Let's try this. Users. We want the href to visit for this. Let's just, okay, let's go across to this one and try. Class source, so that's the photo. The source for the image is this. Okay, there we go. So that looks to be class equals h full flex bg transparent rounded overflow hidden. let's just come on. Let's just copy that and stick it on the end of here. Paste and go. No, I've copied too much. There we go. UK recipes. There's an ID. Okay, that's good. So we have identified the href, which takes us to the child page. Good. And I think it's time to start writing some code, so let's do that. Now, I think what I'll do is I'll leave Visual Studio Code running in the background on our properties scraper, which is happily whirring away. And let's make a new project. So let's go back. And let's make a new virtual environment. So sudo virtual and what was it called? Cookpad. Okay, so cd cookpad, and let's see bin source activate. There we go. So we've got a virtual environment, and now if we go back up one, let's do sudo scrapy start project cookpad. Good. And now if we go to cookpad and go to inside cookpad again, and then the spiders. Right, now if we open up Z, our editor, is that giving me an error? No, it's not. That's nice. Okay, so let's begin. So we want import Scrapy, import, let's do from Scrapy dot crawler imports crawler process, and then we want class, and we call it cook, not cockpad. Sorry, Scrapy, remember the uppercase S, name equals, sorry about the typing, let's just save that. So let's move that out of the way, and we will call it cookpad spider.py. Okay, let's do this then. cd sudo change owner hyphen R. And then it's colon. And then it's current level. So, right, let's try and save now. Success. I hope that's been useful because, yeah, if you're not hardcore Linux and you just get in a bad habit of using sudo for everything, if you're on your own PC, you shouldn't really use sudo all the time. You should be just do everything as the user which you are logged in as. So, yeah, sudo, and then chown, change owner, and -R is recursive, and then you change, rag is my username, so if we do ls-la, there we can see, if we do cd spiders, ls-la, sorry, and there you can see the username, the owner, sorry, rag. Good. Okay, so let's carry on with this then, shall we? So def. Okay, now let's just do start URLs equals, and have a look at what start URL we need to be using. So we need to be using this. Then if we get our user agent, which we can get that from, sorry. Headers equals user agent colon def pass self response pass, and what we'll do is we'll set up the main driver. So main driver, sorry, if name equals, I always forget the double equals. No matter how much code I write, I always forget that. So process equals crawler process crawl cook pad process dot start. Okay, let's test that. So Python 3. Good. Yeah, no errors. So, oh, we've got 403, look. Interesting. Probably because the referrer was none. Right, so there's a little bit more work to do here then. Let's set the referrer. Oh, we haven't put the headers in the, okay. So, let's just put this into the settings.py file. So, oh, we've got, let's just change that as well. False. Let's slow it right down. I always do that. Concurrent request is 1. Download delay equals 5. Default request headers. Okay, cookies enabled, don't need that. Auto throttle, start delay. Let's just save that and run it again. Sorry. Click. Still got a 403 error. It's still showing referrer is none. Okay. I think we need to have a look at that. Okay, who wants to see some scrapy shell action then? Okay. See, now we're getting somewhere. Oh, settings. It's not liking the settings file, so let's have a look in there and see what's gone astray. Missing end quotes. Let's close that. And try Scrapy shell now. Okay, so it might actually work now. Fetch. $200. Good. Okay. Let's just do view response. prefix, we don't need to do that. Just response, response.text. Okay. Oh, and they've put some little emojis in there for us as well. How cute. Right. What next? What we could also do is just do wow, they love their emojis in their code. Right, we could just do, let's just do view response like I was trying to do just now, but I forgot the brackets because I'm stupido. And there we go, view in browser. And we've got cookpad, so we're making progress. Good. Next. I think we already know what we want to do. We want to get all of the okay, so what we want to do is we want to identify what actually, oh, come on. What actually contains all of the results. So, oh, is it infinite scroll as well? Maybe. Is it still loading? Pasta salad. Hummus. Oh, okay, so it's loading more and more the whole time. Right, we've established it's infinite scroll, so I think let's just, if we just bring up the inspector element, and then if we scroll some network, there we go. So we can now see what it just did when I scrolled, and the very first thing was, it was a get request. Oh, it returned all these JPEGs. Ah. So the JPEGs, the images are being loaded dynamically, which probably means the text isn't. So let's just do a refresh on the actual page. Right, view source, view page source, Control F, JSON, 13 matches. Oh, sorry, I skipped on one there, didn't I? Data suggestions. Form, data type JSON, class button. That's not what we want. Something to do with feed, no. Feed, no. Feed. feed. Okay, so I think this is looking like what we probably need to be focusing our attention on, and let's just click on, let's just visit this. So copy that, and if we stick that on the end of here, I did that just now as well, sorry. No, that is not what we need. So, okay, back to drawing board. And let's do LD. No, it's too much. LD, just application. Application. Nope. Okay, let's just go back, retrace our steps. So what we want to know is, because the URL is not changing as we scroll, it's the same. So let's keep scrolling, see what happens. What's down at the bottom then? Oh, yeah, so it's reloading the HTML, and what is in that? No. So what's it doing here? It's request, response. Oh. Lubna's Kitchen, grilled courgette. Is that the very bottom thing? Let's just have a quick, can't catch it in time. And then it keeps going back to the top, so what we are seeing though is cookpad.com, and it, so okay, let's see what changes with each of these domain, cookpad.com. So what is the actual request? It's the request that we care about. Hello everybody. So let's have a look at progress on this cookpad scraper, shall we? It's written in Scrapy, and I'm pleased to show you some more code. So line 31, if response.xpath, here we go, / a href rel equals next, then get if it equals 1. So if it's true, if there is a next link, then go and get it. And what that will be, we'll set that to a variable called next page, and we will use next page when we yield and we do our response follow. So the problem was, as you saw me struggling with, was that only about 4 recipes are being loaded each time, as you could see when I was scrolling through. And what I'm happy to show you here now is some results. So the first time I'm running it cached, if you're not familiar with using cached results, then basically in settings in Scrapy you have line 86 HTTP cache enabled equals true. By default that will be commented out, so just remove the hash and then save it, and then your spider will run from what's in the cache, and you won't hammer the server during the writing of your code, which could potentially lead to you getting blocked, and then even when your code is perfect you may still get blocked. Okay, so what we want to look at here is the first 4 recipes: ragi, the Indian superfood; dried persimmon; lasagna, wazanki; meat curry with potato and bindi. So that's 4. And if you were watching yesterday, well, earlier in this video actually, you may have noticed that I kept getting the same results over and over. And what was happening was it kept finding the same part of the page each time, whereas what was actually happening behind the scenes was a bit more was being loaded using after. So we have 4, and then we get 4 more. So we've got pork salpicao, garlic mushroom pate, thick chocolate orange breakfast smoothie, chocolate peanut butter Pop-Tarts. Then with my code and these 4 lines, what it was doing was then it was going through the response and it was finding next, and once it found next it was following that link. So basically it's sequentially loading 4 results at a time, which is fine. The difference here is that you potentially might have just expected it to have loaded a whole page full to start with, i.e. typically 20, but here we go. So where do we get to? 4 more. So each time it visits that after link, which you've just seen me struggle with. Nigella's Nutella cake, Thai salmon noodles, and then bulgur pilaf, and so on and so on. So yeah, let's just run it once again for lols, and then what I'll do is I'll leave it here for now because I think that's quite a significant development, and what it basically means is we've now got access to all of the parent links, we'll call them. So sudo Scrapy core. I don't know how this is going to run because it's only obviously got so much in the cache. Settings, line 52. I think whilst I was talking I accidentally put, there you go, live troubleshooting. So line 52, I'd accidentally moved my mouse and somehow or other inadvertently caused a problem, caused an error. So let's just save that, and here we go. So running from the cache, so I don't know how long this will run because potentially it will run out of content from the cache. So we've got 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. It's looking good, isn't it? 32, 36, 40, 44, 48. You can see where this is going, can't you? So all of these links are going to get passed down from, if you've watched my 2 recent videos, I've kind of tried to explain pass, then goes down to pass details. So at the moment you can see here, pass details is just pass, but that will process all of the links that we've just gathered. here, and yeah, they're all going to get passed or yielded. We'll yield, and then we will go and visit them and extract all of the actual recipe information. So that's enough for now, but what I wanted to show you was how the page was being loaded 4 at a time, and it's not all loaded. Unlike if you saw my food.com, all of the content was loaded from a JSON file. Here, the after link that you saw earlier just loads 4 at a time. So there we go. Different ways to web scrape a site with infinite scroll. So thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll be back soon with the rest of this project. So